Welcome, Sagittarius. This reading is intended for the highest and greatest good, and it is for whenever you receive it. So, let's get started. Okay, so your bliss and your joy right now, it says soulmates. So, connecting to soulmates requires us to first connect to ourselves. If we are not fully connected to ourselves and to the universe, we cannot draw our soulmates towards us. And I think that's big for you right now, Sagittarius. So in order to have this love, and this could be love in a friendship way, relationship, a family way, something you're missing that you're looking for, or something that you don't really know that you're missing because you haven't had it yet. But there's a lot of emotion going on here, Sagittarius. So we have 2 cups here in a row, the 5 and the 6 coming up back to back. You are struggling with some disappointments or regrets. Something in the past has put a block on your thoughts and your motivations to move ahead, because this figure here is seeing the 3 cups fall and has his back kind of turned with his head lowered, but he's not looking at the 2 cups still standing. And this lower figure here is kind of walking out of the water, and she's remembering some joy, joyful feelings, happy feelings, a time of goodness, but it's behind her. She's turning behind her to see that light, and the top figure is not turning around to those cups. So that's where the blocked emotion is. Remember that you cannot go backwards, as much as we might want to. But what we can do is draw on those feelings of a time when you were happy inside and bring that into the now. That you can do. But reliving a memory over and over again and beating yourself up for it, it won't help you move forward. So that feels pretty strong for you, Sagittarius, emotions right now, and an emotional release. And as we see at the end of your reading, surrender and release. So that feels pretty strong. Okay, so now we have the Page of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So, while you have this emotional energy and you're asking to have courage, because you do have the courage and you are able to love to a great capacity, so have that courage, but be very mindful about who's around right now. Because there's something you're not seeing, something about watch your back, or if you're releasing your emotions, it might not be the best idea to release them to people who have bad thoughts about them, people who pass judgment about them, people who don't really want to understand, people who aren't really listening, people who are kind of out there doing their own thing, not really very mindful of you. So whoever you're trying to pour emotion out to right now, it's not a good time to do so. The card just flew away. So as I was saying that's definitely an extra little sign there that watch your back, but do show your emotions, just not to those people who might not fully care to listen. So our next cards, the 6 of Swords and the Page of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups twice, and that's the one that just flew away up there, and this time it's reversed, and it's paired with the 6 of Swords. The Six of Swords says you're tired. You are kind of exhausted. And this would be a great time for you to take a journey by yourself. You know, if you can't get away for very long, if you go to the park for a few hours alone, do some self-reflecting, you know, speak to your higher power, speak to the universe, speak to the angels, whoever you trust in the name of love to connect with. Do that. And release and let go. It's time. It's better to do it alone right now. You know, and that Page of Cups is saying, reversed, it's saying it's not a good time for social interaction for you. I'm not saying stay away from people forever, but it's just not the right time for it to have the true surrender and release that you're looking for, because you won't find that in anybody else. You can only find that in yourself. And maybe after you have that release, you can talk about it to someone who you trust. And perhaps this person will show up. The soulmate relationship. That could be a soul brother, a soul sister. It could be the love of your life. Who knows? But until you do the work, let go of those regrets. Maybe take that time alone. Watch and be mindful of who's around. And surrender and release all that which does not serve you, Sagittarius. This message is very strong. It's very, very strong. The emotion behind it and the passion, it's large. So keep this in mind, Sagittarius. Happy releasing with love and light to you. Be blessed.